The chair of the MasterCard Foundation Board, board members who are here present, Rita, Governor of Nairobi, and all invited guests. Good morning, or is it afternoon already? Permit me first and foremost to start by welcoming each and every one of you to this very, very special event which touches on issues that are without doubt very close to my heart and to the future of our nation, our continent, and indeed our world. And through that, a very warm welcome through you, Chair, to members of your board who have become great partners of this country and indeed of the African continent. I thank you for co-creating this unique program with us, and I embrace you as our partners on this crucial journey, one of which is brimming, I believe, with possibilities and the potential to increase opportunities for our youth in terms of finding fulfilling and dignified jobs. Indeed, by joining us, you have added momentum to the quest for the realization of my administration's agenda to harness the ingenuity and the resilience of our people, which fires our underlying hope in tomorrow's beauty and promise for Kenya. Our youth, as I have said severally, are our nation's greatest resource. Indeed, as I have traveled across the country, I am inspired by the creativity, the boldness, and the resilience of our young people as they use their talents and energies to innovate and to forge a better tomorrow for themselves as well as Kenya as a whole. And even as we acknowledge the strides we are making, we recognize also that there is still a lot more that needs to be done. A significant number of our young people are either unemployed or underemployed, and they are struggling to make ends meet in our fast-paced society and economy. I am also aware that our young people face significant structural, financial, or technical barriers that limit their access to jobs or entrepreneurship. And indeed, it's for this reason that my administration is taking bold action to eliminate the barriers that prevent our young people from reaching their full potential and opening up opportunities for gainful employment. We are making steady progress and delivering monumental positive changes in creating opportunities for all. And in that regard, and to equip our young people with the necessary know-how, we have this year successfully transitioned to secondary school 100% of all pupils who sat their end of primary school examinations. Furthermore, in response to our young entrepreneurs' keen appetite for procurement opportunities, we have, as I stated earlier, rolled out the Affirmative and Preferential Action Program, which we call AGPO, that has set aside 30% of government procurement opportunities for enterprises owned by youth, women, and also persons living with disability. In addition, we have made significant gains in creating an enabling environment for job creation, which gives us the assurance that our labor will indeed bear fruits. We have also invested heavily in our transport, communication, energy, and technology infrastructure, and we are at close to 100% universal mobile phone coverage, while 74% of Kenyans are now connected to the grid, electricity grid. Kenya has a very strong and very vibrant private sector. We are also located in what I believe to be the most dynamic economic region in the world, and Kenya plays an important leadership role in that region. Indeed, on account of this comparative advantage, a number of global companies have established their continental or regional headquarters here in Kenya. Furthermore, as Rita has just mentioned, social economic integration of the African people is the greatest task of our time and indeed our generation. Kenya was among the first countries to ratify the Continental Free Trade Area Agreement, which will provide a common marketplace for over 1 billion people in Africa and create enormous opportunities for our entrepreneurs and companies. We, I believe, have a strong platform to expand job opportunities for our young people. We are now seeking to unlock their potential, with this platform being an important avenue to allow them to transform their lives, to transform the country, and to transform the world. This program that we are about to launch today will contribute significantly towards this goal in several ways. Firstly, it will support TVETs to improve quality of content and instruction, providing 21st century employability skills and demand-driven training that is relevant to the labor market, and create pathways to work for graduates, including internships and apprenticeships. I'm pleased to note that the program also builds on the excellent reforms that have been undertaken by the Ministry of Education to make TVET more relevant and better aligned to the needs of our economy. Secondly, the program will build on the Ajira digital program that we launched as a government to provide work readiness training and link young people to digital-enabled work and increase access to work opportunities in the digital economy. It will enable technologically savvy Kenyan youth to take full advantage of our extensive technology platforms to create and connect to jobs, obtain accurate, relevant, and timely labor market information, and build a virtual support system and mentorship ecosystem. Kenya is on the verge of a digital transformation, and this program will catalyze the creation of new and quality jobs across the entire country. The third pillar of the program will enhance the creation, growth, sustainability, and productivity of over 200,000 micro, small, and medium-scale enterprises. This will be achieved through a partnership between Equity Group, represented here by James, my good friend, the Equity Bank Foundation and MasterCard Foundation, and on the other hand, by Joshua Waigara here, and the KCB Foundation and MasterCard Foundation, who will work together. Together, these institutions will provide about 100 billion Kenya shillings in capital, business development services, and market linkages. These partners will also provide financial and digital literacy and entrepreneurship training to MSCs to support owners to grow and sustain their businesses and to mentor other entrepreneurs in the network. When small firms and entrepreneurs access financial services, they obtain the resources they require to grow, expand into new markets and opportunities. It will also create jobs and establish intergenerational wealth. The benefits then create a ripple effect which generates employment for others beyond the direct beneficiaries of the access to these financial services. It is in this context that the two banking institutions are expected to create more than 2 million jobs through this program over the next 5 years. I wish to thank the Equity Group and Equity Bank Foundation, the KCB Group and the KCB Foundation for their contribution to this program. Both these institutions have committed to provide substantial funding from their own resources, for which we are grateful. Over the 5-year period, MasterCard Foundation will provide 10 billion to the KCB Group against their contribution of Kenya shillings 50 billion, and Kenya 7.2 billion to the Equity Group against their contribution of Kenya shillings 32 billion. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a clear indication of how public-private partnership works at its very best. And I encourage other partners to emulate these foundations, MasterCard, KCB, and Equity Bank, who have all joined hands with government to build a secure future for our young people. Through this initiative and other initiatives that I was talking about earlier, the sons and daughters of Kenya are boldly stepping into a new future in which their individual and collective contribution will transform Kenya and Africa. Again, as I conclude, I wish to reiterate my commitment to the young people of this country. You are the most important agenda for me and my administration, because you are not only our future, but our present. We will continue to ensure that we level the playing field for you through education, training, and we will increase opportunities for you to be the very best of Kenya. To maintain the momentum on job creation, I commit to host an annual jobs summit which will engage young people, partners, and all stakeholders to take stock of progress and advance actions to increase the quality and quantum of jobs available to our young people in our country. I stand committed to complete this monumental task within one generation, and I look forward to each and every one of yours support in this endeavor. Asante. But I cannot sit down before I say one thing, and it's not anything. I really just want to take this opportunity to thank a number of people. I mean, Rita, from when we first discussed this issue, on the numerous meetings that we have had here, when we met in Canada, to today, the support is something I truly appreciate. The recognition that it is important for you to work with government, bringing on board private sector, understanding what our objectives are and blending yours within ours and creating this product. Tunakushukuru sana, as we say. Thank you very much. Also, it is not those necessarily who make the most noise who do the most work. So me, I'm part of the noisemakers. So I also want to thank a number of people in this room and their staff, because without their hard work also and their commitment to this program, we would not also be standing here. Let me start with Amina Mohamed, Busimama, uonekane. Asante sana kwa kazi njema. Ruth Kagia, tafadhali simama. Asante sana kwa kazi njema. Joe Mushero, Ebu simama. Asante kwa kazi njema. Bwana James wa Equity, asante sana. That group, I think they call themselves the Sagana group. They are the founders, they are the drivers who have enabled us to reach here today. Thank you very much for your commitment, for your dedication. Asanteni sana. Let us continue to work together and change our country. Asanteni sana. Thank you.